A report this morning issued by the Butterfly Conservation Society says that some species of British butterflies are in decline, partly due to the wettest summer on record that we had last year, but there are other reasons as well. And Luke Brown, who's the butterfly house manager at the Natural History Museum, knows more about that. Morning, Luke.
Morning.
Now, why has this happened?
Well, butterflies have been in decline for many, many years, and that's mainly down to loss of their habitat. And the wet summer that we just had has hit them extra hard, basically on top of the problems that were already there.
So if we have a good summer this year, will that help any?
It's going to help, although there's been a lot of loss already, so it needs a good couple of years for them to recover. And not just the summers, but we need to put right a little bit of the habitat loss and help with that's caused the problem, or one of the problems in the first place.
When you talk about habitat loss, what exactly do you mean?
Well, as well as habitat loss, it's the change of the habitat as well. The environment, butterflies are very delicate, not just physically, but the environment they live in needs to be quite specific. And as that changes, and obviously as it disappears, and it affects the butterflies quite severely.
So what can we do to help?
Well, on a small scale in your back garden, we can leave areas that are still quite wild. We tend to put decking down and gravel down, and it's easy and it's quick, but it doesn't help the butterflies. So a little bit in the garden where nettles are still growing, most people pull the nettles out, but they're so important. They're a main food source for 5 of our UK species at least. And so to plant for the caterpillars as well. People can plant nectar plants for the adult butterflies, which is fantastic, but the caterpillars don't eat those nectar plants. You need to put the right plants in for the right butterflies. Find out what's in your area, find out what they feed on, and put a little bit of in your garden.
Tell me about the butterflies that are behind us here.
All the butterflies that we've got in the exhibition at the museum are all tropical and subtropical. They're not temperate species because it's kept far too warm in here to support these guys. There are 4 stages in a butterfly's life: egg, caterpillar and pupae and an adult butterfly. We're looking at the 3rd stage here, which is the butterfly pupae. And this guy here has just in the last minute or so emerged from its pupae, so its wings are still quite shriveled and furled. But over the next half an hour or so, it'll pump more fluid into those wings to fully expand them. And within an hour or so, it'll be out flying with the other butterflies in the exhibition.
What kind of lifespan does a butterfly have from when it's an egg?
It varies from species to species, but the big blue morpho butterfly, which we keep lots of them here, from egg till death of adult, is around about 100 days. If you take an adult butterfly, you can average at about 2 or 3 weeks adult lifespan.
Luke, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.